In the vast, nebulous realm of digital discourse, where voices clash like titans in a mythical colosseum, there emerges an intriguing clash of intellects and personas that could only be described as a spectacle of gladiatorial proportions.
Dude, if I was a liberal edgelord, that's like the slam dunk joke.
I mean, the guy that's taking the most L's right now is Zestiny.
I don't know anything about this guy.
Dude, Zestiny's getting
I don't know
buried.
anything about this person. What is this?
He's just a psycho.
Yeah, he's like a gamer. He's like a Twitch guy who got into like the political sphere.
He got into reading Wikipedia.
He's like good at doing political talk. He can talk like he'll do like a Ben Shapiro. I'm saying in terms of speed in that arena. I'm not saying I agree with the guy. I'm saying in terms of his speed, he can just list facts like as fast as Ben Shapiro can.
Did you watch?
Like, you don't know about it. If you learn really, like he's just good at pulling facts out of his ass.
Did you watch his debate with Norman Finkelstein?
Yes, he got crushed by
the best thing I've ever seen in my life. His name's Steve Bennell or something like that, but he would just be like, Mr. Borelli, you have no idea what you're talking about. You just look things up on Wikipedia. And he called him at one point, instead of calling him Destiny, he called him Fantasy. What you in Fantasy don't understand.
Wait, was Finkelstein, have I seen him debate?
Oh, yeah.
On,
he made the kid cry.
What did he debate on?
He is a mother.
He on a show with a...
He was on Adam Friedland.
Piers Morgan too, probably.
Who was he doing? He did a show with someone. Am I thinking a different guy?
This guy's like an old white hair guy, but he is a.
He's been on a million things since he's like an anti.
Was he the guy who said if you can prove my book wrong?
Oh yeah, and what's his name? Who's Trump's lawyer? Dershowitz.
Yeah,
Dershowitz was like, if you can prove my book wrong.
Yes, that's the one I was thinking.
And he did it, and then Dershowitz wouldn't pay for it.
Yeah,
yeah. Finkelstein is a beast.
Yeah, that's Finkelstein.
Yeah, he's kind of nice. He kept
all-time
going,
greatest.
Mr. Benelli. He gave him like 16 different versions of his last name throughout the whole thing.
All you do is sit there and look at Wikipedia.
Well, it's funny because Destiny gets crushed almost every time I watch him.
He also got cucked into oblivion.
How so?
His chick fucked the shit out of him for a femboy.
Oh, no.
Yeah, he was like, I'm in an open relationship and it's all good. And then his chick was like, I actually like this other dude. And it was like a guy who wears a dress and he's like kind of a femboy. And then
is that an L? Is that for, at that point, it's just you just wash your hands.
Yeah, that's a lesbian. That's a lesbian.
No, lesbian's like, not an L. Lesbian I would take, but if it's like a femboy, like,
no, that's part of
a femboy is
I could get over it much easier than other options, but
yeah, I'd rather get cucked by a femboy than a
totally. If she cucks you for a femboy, you go, all right, well, who gives a fuck about them?
Yeah,
you know.
That's what I'm saying.
It was a jack cool dude. If it was somebody with as much salt intake as you, Matt, that would for real me up. If I saw you flex like if the guy my lady left me for was jacked like that, wearing red glasses, I would be like, dude, I got destroyed by this guy.
Yeah, he got kicked off. He got demonetized.
Red glasses would be up.
What does he think he is?
Yeah, I'd be so mad if I saw red glasses.
Just coming down the street, come my lady.
I'm totally dedicated.
Just rollerblading in red glasses. Come my lady.
I think it's Crazy Town or something like that.
It is Crazy Town.
Is it? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, but Destiny got demonetized on Twitter because he got a little too close to the edge. Like that one dude got killed, the fireman. And he goes, the only way I see it is one less, or the Democrats are up one in Butler, PA. It's like, all right, dude, relax.
Yeah, that's sick. That's an absolutely
what a weird thing.
View. Especially if you fashion yourself as a serious man. It's like I'm a serious man talking about serious things. It's like I'm glad that guy's dead.
It was like LMAO, holy shit, someone just died at a Trump rally. It's like, all right, dude, getting a little too crazy there. Now he's like, I thought you guys all love free speech.
You won't debate Destiny. I want to see you debate Destiny. I think you'll smash him.
I don't have like talking points. I just go
that's what I was saying when I'm saying he's suited for that whole thing. I'm not trying to come out as a Destiny supporter.
I mean, this is what Norman Finkelstein hit him with, though. He's just like, you're a motor mouth. Like you have no idea what you're talking about. You're just a motor mouth.
I want to have him on. I want to have him on, but not debate. I just want to see if we can bro down. Be like, bro, save the talking points.
I think he does. Like, I think he
down?
bros down with like people from Fresh and Fit and like that, where like,
dude,
I guess like
there's no way he bros down with Fresh and Fit. That was a podcast that had Wes Watson on, where he he
does because like, dude, he like fully supports like OnlyFans modeling and being a whole in your 20s. Like that's he's very weird because he's like very liberal with all that stuff, and then he gets cucked and out of nowhere, or maybe not out of nowhere. I don't really follow the dude that closely, but he just went hardest for Israel, which is like just confuses, like the Israel thing really confused a lot of people.
Well, is what you're talking about Destiny or Fresh and Fit?
Destiny.
He seems. It's not surprising to me that it's hard for Israel.
He's
going hard for Israel.
Yeah, he's for it. And he doesn't support Palestine, and that's what he was arguing with Finkelstein about. Like, Finkelstein.
Yeah, I saw I watched like most of it. It was making. I watched the thing that I saw was just a compilation of Norman Finkelstein saying his name wrong.
Yeah, that's awesome.
But I caught a lot of the points during that.
Yeah, I mean, it is.
Mr. Barnum.
Yeah, the thing that confuses me is people who think like they have it all figured out. It's like, dude, you don't even know where we're at in a universe right now. Like, you have, like, if you want to be sure of yourself, like, you can be, but like, don't be a dick. Like, I'll hear anyone's theories. Like, this guy just thinks he's right about everything, which is
so. Welcome to Quantum Reality.
Enter the podcast episode of Shane Gillis and Matt Mccusker, where the guest of the hour, William Mccusker, unleashed a torrent of verbal volleys at none other than Destiny, a figure whose very presence in the political and gaming spheres has become a lightning rod for controversy. In this auditory arena, the verbal jabs came fast and furious, with William Mccusker donning the mantle of a seasoned roast master, methodically dissecting Destiny's persona with the precision of a surgeon wielding a scalpel of sarcasm. The accusations and derisive comments were not merely thrown, they were launched like rhetorical missiles, aimed at destabilizing the edifice of Destiny's online persona. To call it a roasting would be an understatement. It was a full-blown barbecue of Destiny's digital reputation, complete with skewers and flames. As Matt Mccusker looked on, with a mischievous glint in his eye, there was a palpable curiosity, an interest not in the evisceration of Destiny but in the possibility of bringing him into the podcast's fold. This was not mere interest, it was the calculated intrigue of a cat watching a mouse that might yet prove entertaining before it is devoured. Matt's interest hinted at a potential encounter that could transcend mere content creation and delve into the realm of intellectual pugilism, where ideas are not just exchanged but contested in the crucible of debate. The conversation inevitably veered toward Destiny's undeniable skill in the art of debate, a skill so honed, so finely tuned, that it draws comparisons to the likes of Ben Shapiro. However, this skill, as William Mccusker noted with a hint of disdain, is often employed in ways that can be perceived as disingenuous, as Destiny is seen pulling facts out of thin air with the rapidity of a magician conjuring rabbits from a hat. The reference to Destiny's debate with Norman Finkelstein was particularly pointed, painting a picture of a motormouth interlocutor overwhelmed by the gravitas of his opponent, reduced to mere verbal fireworks with little substance. But it was not just Destiny's debating prowess, or perceived lack thereof, that was under the microscope. William Mccusker ventured into the treacherous waters of Destiny's personal life, highlighting the much-publicized open relationship saga that has, in the eyes of many, turned into a source of ridicule. The notion of Destiny being cucked by a femboy was presented with the kind of schadenfreude that only the internet can truly appreciate, a mocking derision wrapped in layers of irony and absurdity. And yet, amidst the roasts and the jabs, there was an underlying recognition of Destiny's complexity as a figure, one who, despite his flaws and controversies, remains an enigmatic presence in the online world. The confusion expressed by the podcast participants over Destiny's staunch defense of Israel, in contrast to his otherwise liberal stances, only added to the mystique. It was as if Destiny was a Rubik's Cube of contradictions, each twist revealing a new facet that defied easy categorization. William Mccusker's scorn for Destiny was palpable, yet it was not without a grudging respect for the man's ability to stay relevant in a digital landscape where many voices rise and fall with the tides of public opinion. The idea that Destiny could, despite the ridicule, still command attention and provoke discussion, suggested that there was more to him than met the eye, a durability that few online figures possess. As the discussion meandered through topics as varied as political alliances, debate tactics, and personal scandals, the podcast painted a portrait of Destiny as both a cautionary tale and a formidable adversary. He was depicted as a figure who, despite the blows to his reputation, continues to stand, a testament to the resilience required to survive in the brutal arena of internet fame. The podcast episode, with its mix of humor, mockery, and keen observation, ultimately served as both a critique and an acknowledgement of Destiny's place in the digital pantheon. In this verbal sparring match, William Mccusker may have landed the more colorful blows, but Destiny, by virtue of being the subject of such fervent discussion, proved that he remains a figure of undeniable significance, one who, love him or hate him, continues to shape the contours of online discourse. In the end, what this episode revealed was not just the foibles of Destiny, but the curious nature of internet fame itself, how one can be both celebrated and derided, respected and ridiculed, all in the same breath. Destiny, for all his polarizing qualities, remains a figure who compels engagement, and in the world of online content, that might just be the ultimate victory.